Hello, hello, hello. Hello, welcome. Hey, single mother, how are you? My name is Dorcas, and welcome back to our platform. My name is Dorcas Sigariva, and here we are broken, but we are called and qualified. So last week, I talked about the reason why the Lord wanted me to do this and why it was necessary why it was necessary and it's of necessity that this happens because so many single mothers, so many abused women have been shut down by society. They have been made to see themselves as people who committed a crime or people who should not have a say in a community or in a society. But like I said last week in our previous video, you are the parent that stayed. Yes, you are the parent that stayed. You are the parent that didn't give up on your children. The fact that you didn't give up on your children, that's why people see you with your children and they can tell you're a single mother. The partner that walked away is walking freely because he he's not living with the kids. But that doesn't mean he's not a single father. He is a single father just the way you are a single mom. But this platform is our platform. It's a place where we're able to change the narrative. We're able to talk about our stories by ourselves. A place where we're able to learn how to navigate the process. A place where we can share ideas. We can rub minds together and know how to handle situations. It's a place for where you can heal, for you to know that I've been through it. Another person has been through it. So you are not alone. You're not alone in this. So you can actually have a community. This is our community where we talk about our issues. We talk about our real issues. And we talk about fellow women who understands our situation, who can relate, who will not judge us, but understand and can empathize with our plight. So today, like I said, we're going to have different topics every week that will speak to your situation. You might not be there yet, but you might come into such situations someday and you should be able to know how to navigate the process. But like I always say, there's a reason God has called for this. And please see this as your space. See this as your community. See this place as your safe space where you can talk. You have somebody to talk to. You can reach out to me at any time. You can reach out to me. And then I'm going to be talking about a fresh topic today, and we're taking our scripture reading from Hebrews chapter 6, verse 19. And it reads that it says, I'm going to read from the Bible straight up. Is Sorry, it's taking a while. Okay, so this hope we have as an anchor of the soul, both sure and steadfast, and which enters the presence behind the veil, where the forerunner has entered for us, even Jesus, having become high priest forever, according to the order of Melchizedek. Let's look at the scripture. So here, our scripture reference, like I said, is Hebrews 6, chapter 6, verses 19 and 20. Today we are looking at anchored. And I'm going to be asking you the question, what are you anchored on? What's your anchor? What are you anchored on? You might say, what's an anchor? I'm sure you've seen a ship on a sea, on high sea, and you wonder why they can all sit at the sea shore, at the bed, and they're not drifting away. They're not leaving the shore. They're just there. It is because there's an anchor. It's a heavy anchor that they have to release down. It gets deep down to the bottom of the sea and it stays there. It holds the ship in place so that it's not tossed around with the waves and with wind. So today we are going to be looking at, with everything that has been thrown against you, what's going to keep you in place? What's going to help you stay in place? I'm sure, like I said, you've seen a big ship or vessel in the ocean and you're wondering, how does it rest? When you are anchored, it means something is holding you. Something is holding you in place. Something is holding you in place that's the reason why you're not moved. That's why you're not shaking. Something is holding you in place. That's what we're looking at today. And that scripture that I read is our introduction scriptures. And let's dive into it. So sorry. So when my son's father drove out of our house one cold evening in August, it was just some few days after our anniversary, our 5th year anniversary, and he drove out that evening at about 9. I have retired to the bedroom trying to rest with my son, and then I heard that he drove out. In my head, okay, we didn't have this conversation. Where is he going to? Okay, I gave an excuse. Maybe he didn't want to disturb my sleep. He needed to just rush out to get something. And then he didn't come throughout the night. And I said, okay, possibly he went for all night. He went for a VG. I should expect him on a Saturday. Excuse me. But throughout Saturday, I didn't see him. I didn't hear from him. I tried his numbers. His numbers weren't reachable. And I got worried. Of course, I was worried. And but I was to find out later that that single move was marked the beginning of our journey that will lead to our divorce. Our marriage anniversary week was just the following weekend was the weekend that he left. We had made, we made attires, we made same attires for our anniversary, and so everything was fine. Trust me, there was no trouble. So there's no way I could have even suspect that, oh, something was going on. Nothing. But the previous week, the weeks leading to our anniversary, I had a strange encounter in the room. I was in the room alone, and I felt this big arm being wrapped around me. It was so comforting that I could feel that presence, that physical presence, like somebody was holding on to me in a big hug. I knew it was God's presence enveloping me, but I didn't know what it was. But I can literally feel the strong embrace, the arm of somebody wrapping me around. And that was the week of our anniversary. And then a few days to August 3rd in 2018 that he left, I got a call from my mom. And she was asking, how are things with you and your family? I hope you guys are well and all that. I said, everything is fine. And she told me, okay, she had a dream. She had a dream and she saw that my husband left. I hope there's no problem. I said there's no problem. We just had our anniversary, so there's no problem. And she just said, okay, she just wanted to alert me so that I can stay alert. That was strange, right? Our anniversary was July 27th, and then this was August 1st. I'm sure that call came in like August, um, before the July ended, that call, my mom's call came in. And so as at August 3rd of August, he drove out of the house. And I, as a Saturday when I couldn't reach him, I reached out to his phones. They were not reachable. So I said, okay, hopefully he will get back when his phones come up. Possibly he was staying back after the all night session. And on Sunday morning, woke up, prepared my son, and we went to church. We went to church, and while I was in church, I had this presence. I had this feeling that something wasn't right. Like something wasn't right. At that moment, I just felt uneasy. I definitely wanted the service to end, to close, so that I can rush back home and know what's going on.